A field goal's worth of thoughts on the Patriots. Abrupt endings arrive more often in the NFL than in other sports. This is not news, of course. The sport's intrinsic violence abbreviates careers, and when a singularly brutal injury doesn't end them, the grind often does. It's part of the bargain for players, and to a far lesser extent fans too. You never know when the career of a favorite player or prospect will end. But you always know it can, at any moment. The saga of Malcolm Mitchell, who went from potential future cornerstone who was contributing in the present to an expatriate in the matter of basically one season, is not a new one in franchise lore. If you're a relative old-timer, you remember Clayton Weishan and Hartley Dykes and their fellow unlucky what-might-have-beens. Mitchell, a third-year wide receiver with a relentless history of knee problems, was waived by the Patriots Monday, ending his tenure. This did not come as a surprise. He missed all of last season due to his chronic knee woes that were already an issue when he entered the league, which is why a player of his ideal dimensions and ability fell to the fourth round of the 2016 NFL Draft. He struggled to get on the field during training camp. There have been reports for weeks that they were trying to trade him. The Patriots needed players whom they can count on to actually play. It's cold and callous, but it is not a new reality. It's how the NFL meat grinder functions. But the truth of the situation does not make it easier to bear. This stinks. In a just world, Mitchell would have been a productive and admired Patriot for years. He already had proved more than capable. In 2016, he contributed 32 catches for 401 yards and 4 touchdowns in 14 games. He was the best receiver drafted by the Patriots since they landed Deion Branch and David Givens in the 2002 draft. He proved his toughness by coming back from a gruesome dislocated elbow, and he proved his trustworthiness by catching 6 Tom Brady passes in a Super Bowl 51 epic comeback against the Falcons, including 5 in the fourth quarter. Young receivers rarely connect with Brady so early. He must have been special to have Brady's faith again and again under those circumstances. We never could have imagined it then, but sadly, the last catch he would make as a Patriot came in that Super Bowl. Mitchell's fifth catch of the fourth quarter came with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left and the Patriots still trailing by 8. It was good for 11 yards, and occurred the exact play before Julian Edelman's improbable 23-yard each in traffic that he corralled just before it hit the turf. Mitchell, a gregarious guy who became a staple in the community in his short time here, played just 17 games total as a Patriot. But he made his mark. It's just too bad he couldn't have stayed a little longer. What to make of the receiving corps? I'll admit it, I have no idea what to make of the Patriots' receiving corps, at least during Julian Edelman's 4-game suspension. Chris Hogan has been a tremendous asset in his 3 seasons here, but he's better as a secondary option. Cordarrelle Patterson is putting on a show in camp, but that's what he does. He's been an enigma in his career when the games count. Philip Dorsett has a first-round pedigree, by all accounts works hard, and has a year in the system, but will that translate to more production and reliability? Eric Decker is 31 and averaged a little over 10 yards a catch last year. I'm not sure how much he has left. Then there's Kenny Britt, who has had a subtly productive career, 6 seasons of at least 589 yards, a 1,000-yard season in 16, but has never been the most reliable player. Had Mitchell been able to play, he might have been Brady's most relied-upon option early in the season. I know this much, Rob Gronkowski had better stay healthy, and Edelman had better shake the rust off in a hurry when he gets back. Will a sleeper emerge? Maybe receiver is where a sleeper emerges. Rookie Braxton Berrios and Riley McCarron have drawn some notice in camp, though in Berrios' case it would be a surprise if he seizes the slot receiver role right away. Even Edelman and Troy Brown needed a couple of seasons to master the role. This much is certain, there will be a couple of players at different positions who come out of nowhere and climb the depth chart to be significant contributors this year. Trying to figure out who they might be will be the primary fun of the preseason opener Thursday night. Close the biggest headlines, delivered to your inbox. Get news as it happens. Sign up for Boston.com's email news alerts. Thanks for signing up.